Hey guys, what's up? I'm Angel47 and today we're starting on our first game. So this is the first game I'm going to be developing for Angel47. Right now it's just like more of a concept, but I'm curious what you guys are thinking. So here we are in the document. I have my game development document. That's the first thought that ran through my mind when I came up with this, like, oh, better create a doc so I don't forget anything. So anyways, here we go through the document. So we got our title of the game, which is survival game, right? That's the work in progress name right now. That's also the name of the project here. Survival game. It'll probably change later. We'll see what you guys' thoughts are. But that's just what it's working as right now, so I can call it something besides the game. They'll almost likely just call it the game because it's the game. So who's working on it? Me, Steven. That's just, there, so I know who is currently working on it. Right? You have to include other people. They can be added and added as credits and stuff. So start date, was February 16th of this year, or 2016. That's just sort of for me to know how long I've been working on the game and when I thought of it and stuff. Release date I have was LOL, because I have no idea if it will be released or whatever. I have no idea. No goals, no anything right there. Just working on the game right now. Alright, technical side, we're going to be developing it in Unity 5 most likely, being that's the one that's currently out. So that's my engine. I'm going to be targeting Windows, Mac, and Linux for the computer version of the game. Most likely won't dabble in mobile or console. Just stick with the simple stuff because that's really simple to do with Windows or with Unity and stuff. To manage version control, I'll be having GitHub. Let's do that right now. Let's go over here to GitHub, have everything here. Create a new repository. Alright, I'm going to call this survival game. Survival-game, that's fine. Description. This is the first game being developed. Wow, I can't type. Developed for Angel47 YouTube channel. So if any of you guys are on GitHub, you can now follow this because it's going to be public because it costs money to be private. Insert this as a readme, sure. Though I'll do it later. Right now, I'm going to get a Unity .gitignore. That's gonna help clean up, our what we actually send to GitHub to maintain and stuff. Licenses, there's a bunch of stuff if you care to get into it. I don't, not for now, not until it's a thing. Basically, it's mine. Don't steal it. Moving on. So we're going to create a repository, and here we go. This is a repository, and we have just everything here. If you guys know GitHub, you know this is what it looks like. Looks a little bit different actually right now. Must have updated it. But if you guys want to follow this project and watch it, star or fork whatever, Angel47 and /survival game. I will say you probably won't be able to contribute. I'm not sure I'll change that setting or not. But that will be decided at a later time. But for now, you can follow it. So now, with this link, I'm going to put that for the GitHub link. So I know there's a thing. Do the thing. There you go. Alright, getting into more design now. The genre I was sort of looking at, or thinking this game would fall under, would be sort of like a rogue type or a RPG. You'll see the art style. I think it was 2D or like gritty style. I have some concept art. We'll look at that at the end. Then other design stuff, sort of like my inspirations for this type of game came from like the Hunger Games, Minecraft survival games, other roguelike titles, Dark Souls, and my own experiences. Really, I didn't know what I was going to sort of explore with this game because I like to create games with a purpose, a goal. So, I'm gonna link a really cool extra credits episode. If you don't know them, check them out for sure. But mechanics with metaphor, I'm gonna find the episode. I'm gonna show it to you, or link in the description. I like to create games with a message. That's what games can do. They're like other mediums that have a message with them. So I want to create a game with a message, not just let's blow up stuff for fun. Anyways, so these are some of the inspirations. So the goal of this game, speaking of metaphors and stuff, is to survive on your own against all enemies with limited equipment. See if you can gain your freedom. So, freedom from what? Well, great question. So the story, or the backstory for this is, you're the entertainment for some giant aliens who have conquered Earth, right? And you fight till you die for their amusement because they're sick. You're just really mad at them for putting you through it, so you just want to kill them. You want to find the biggest, baddest one, you want to kill it and keep fear into them. So in order to do that, in order to like piss them off, you have to keep winning and not dying, because they're going to be mad. Their little puny human is not dying for their entertainment, right? So you're going to piss them off for winning so much, right? And then so after all these waves of just stuff trying to kill you, they're going to come down themselves and you're going to fight them, right? And if you kill enough of them, you win. That's the idea, right? So how are we going to go about this, right? When you start the game, right, you're going to be very basic, right? You're just a guy or a girl. It's going to be random. You just sort of got a sword. You got basic clothes. You're not naked. They're not that disgusting, but jeans and a t-shirt ain't going to do much against, claws and zombies. But you have your sword, full health, basic clothes, and about every 5 to 10 seconds, or not every, but about 5 to 10 seconds after you get into this world, there's like boom, there, in this arena, or I think arena, it'll be arena. The enemy sword starts coming at you, and you have to fight, because you don't want to die. You want to get out of here. And so then more waves will come. Be a variety of enemies. Haven't really designed the enemies yet, but we'll get to that. So anyways, these enemies will come. I'm thinking like zombies, maybe animals like lions trying to kill you, and you have to defeat them so that way you can continue living and eventually gain your freedom. So they're going to be weak enemies at first, sort of get that progression, and then they get stronger and stronger and different, because different can be difficult. So if you start out with sort of like all ones that sort of have to touch you to hurt you, and you get some that are, say, further back and actually hit you, sort of smarter maybe. Because if the enemy can get smarter, it means they're more difficult, without just saying, oh, the zombie that touches you does, instead of doing 1 point, they do 10 points. Another extra credits episode, difference in kind versus difference in scale stuff. Maybe I'll find that episode and link it below. Anyways, so as you kill these enemies, you gain experience, which then will increase your stats, which increases your chance of surviving longer. Enemies will also drop weapons and armor and potions and stuff, or other usables. So you have other equipment besides your basic sword and shirt to help you survive. So when you die, game over, you'll have a score, and tell you how long you lasted, and maybe show you what you're finally, like your player's final layout, so what they have on, like what weapon you had, what armor. But the game can also be over if you kill kill all the guys. I haven't really decided, but it's like you kill all of the giant aliens that have power and stuff, and basically all the bosses, and you get freedom because no one can challenge you. If they challenge you, they die instead of you, and that means you can do whatever you want, aka leave. If you do die, you probably want to try again, because that's the nature of games. You can't do it right the first time, don't worry, got 10,000 lives. So anyways, you can start over with back to level 1, basic equipment, so your sword and shirt again, and you start off with killing low-level zombies until you get to the higher and more difficult characters or enemies. Or you can just return to the menu and quit, you know, or change some options, whatever. Again, beginning of the game, you begin as a random person the aliens have kept in like storage for entertainment. So you can be a guy, you can be a girl, you can be black, you can be white, you can be Asian, whatever characters I actually come up with will be your pool. So I'll probably have like a pool of 5 to 10 characters that, you know, randomly switch in. Pause the game at any point, you know, change some options, whatever. Anyways, that's the basic idea. Tell me what you think in the comments below. If you have any suggestions, anything that you think are completely wrong or that might be cool, or ideas of your own. Alright, the artwork, yes. So this is just some sort of art stuff I had made up yesterday, so that way I can get an idea of what the game would sort of look like. We have here is the look without the fog, because I think that'd be nice. So you have your player, or like your player icon, you have your player name, level, some health, maybe some endurance, maybe player, you have some environmental objects, you have the ground. I didn't add any enemies because I'm not sure about the enemies yet, like what they're going to be. It does seem grassy, but for some reason I'm sort of thinking like an arid or deserty sort of wasteland. A good example would be Rocket League's Wasteland, legit. Sort of a duning and sanding arena, which means there wouldn't be trees or rocks. There might be rocks, but more of sand than grassy forest. But there could be maybe a forest arena. Don't know, maybe that's the thing, that there's multiple of these arenas. But this is sort of what I'm going for, sort of you're playing as a person, fog of war style, and they're just coming towards you, and you just have to fight, and keep fighting, and keep fighting, until a boss comes, you defeat the boss, and if you defeat enough bosses, you gain your freedom, and cool animations. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, leave a like. If you have disliked it, leave a dislike. If you have a comment about anything that you saw this episode, be sure to definitely leave it in the comments below. It will really help me out, really be awesome. Also be sure to check the description for any links that you care about, and be sure to subscribe and share it with a friend who might also be interested. Alright, see you in the next one.